Walsall absolutely running away with it over in League 2 as we head into that middle round of matches. That's right, before, of course, 2025. Can Walsall extend their lead further this coming match day? They've even got a game in bloody hand. We'll take a look at that. More next. That's right, folks, back once again in our prediction video today. It's all about matchday number 23, that's right, over in League 2, and we'll get to it in a second. Of course, if you know where you've been, smash your subscribe button. You want stop shop for Blackburn Rovers, League 2, World Football. We're going to here under one Rooski. That's right, Walsall absolutely running away with it. I think they got 9 points clearance at the top of the table with a game in hand, as both Port Vale and Doncaster dropping points. Crewe also couldn't take full advantage, but the race for automatics is now absolutely bonkers, with 8th place Grimsby could actually go into the top 2 with a win and everything else going their way this time around. And don't rule out the likes of Vale and Bromley breaking into that promotion party. We'll take a closer look at all of that in a minute. Big shout out to the members, you know who you are. And a big shout out to the patrons, you know who you are. But what we're going to do now is revisit those Boxing Day's bangers and bring you back up to date. Alrighty then, folks, let's take a look back at those Boxing Day matches. And of course, these were those and my predictions. That's right, with Wimbledon and Swindon only duking it out to a 1-1 draw. Bradford City, big winners this past weekend, up to 10th of the table. What are we looking at? Just 3 points outside of the promotion playoff races. 2-1 winners over Port Vale. Bromley with a big 5-2 demolition of Newport County. Morecambe give themselves a big older boost with a 1-0 win over Carlisle. Crewe also losing to Cheltenham, who of course have been on an uptick of form of late as well. Colchester, I said Colchester with a 2-0 win over Gillingham. Fleetwood with the new manager bounce over Chesterfield 2-0 there. Grimsby Town 2-1 winners over Harrogate. We've got Notts County with a 2-0 win over MK Dons. Salford City, they're in the mixer right now. 3-0 winners over Barrow. Tranmere Accrington will do that another day. And Walsall with a big 2-0 win over Doncaster Rovers. Now, the table looks like this, guys, as you can see it. Also, our top by a distance. They've won at least 5 of them out, if not more than that. Port Vale have really gone to the shitter here without a win in the last 5. Doncaster also hitting a bit of a rough spot as well. Crewe also not great to the top. Basically, 2 to 4 are absolutely woeful right now. And it's anyone's guess as to who's going to be in that mixer. You can't rule out Bromley. They're flying right now. Also, keep an eye on Colchester, who, of course, need a couple more wins to really get themselves in the consideration. But it's absolutely bonkers in the playoff race, promotion race. It's also quite concerning in the relegation spots, with Tranmere down also in that mixer right here, right now. We are keeping up with the prediction league. Make sure you keep on going. I'm not going to give you an update, a prediction the latest until we get through this madness, because it really is very, very crazy trying to get these videos out on time. So doing the maths and all that kind of stuff is a little bit crazy at the moment. So just keep on doing it. The forms will keep on dropping, and then I will spend a day or so bringing you bang up to date with all the numbers. But these are the next round of games, and they're coming at you on the 29th of December. That's right, it's the final game of 2024, and some bangers, of course, to get excited about. Also some games that could affect both the top and the bottom. We're to start with, of course, one for, so I don't know, we're in the mid-table right now, I would say, Bromley Swindon. Of course, it is coming at you this coming Sunday, the 29th of December, one of the 2 early kickoffs. So it's coming at you at Bromley. Andy Woodman's doing an absolutely fantastic job right now, 12th for the table, 30 points for the campaign. Unbeaten in at least the last 6 matches. They've won 5 of those last 6. They're on 92% form. They hit form at just a good time in the season. As for Swindon, also ain't too slouchy for them. It's just 1 defeat in the last 5. They are 21st, though, so they need some more momentum to get themselves clear of that relegation zone. This will be the first time they have played, according to my data. Bromley, though, on the back of that 5-2 win over Newport County, looking pretty solid at the moment, scoring goals and also being quite tight at the back. Meanwhile, Swindon with an important draw against Wimbledon most recently. The odds right here right now, we've got Bromley at 20-17 on for the victory. We do have 5-2 is the draw, 13-5 is just Swindon. I think I am going towards Bromley. That's just been phenomenal. But in fact, I just think maybe Swindon under Ian Holloway will grab a point here. I think Bromley will not lose this. Basically, not lose this, but I'm going to go with a draw in the end. Meanwhile, we go to Carlisle against Accrington Stanley. A bit of a northwest crunch clash coming over at Carlisle, who, of course, are rock bottom of the table right now, 24th with just 15 points for the season without a win in the last 6 matches. Accrington under John Doolan are 22nd, 19 points for the campaign, but they are winless in the last 4 matches now. They have played 15 times since 2004. 7 wins Carlisle, 5 wins Stanley. There's been 3 draws between the two sides, with the most recent match at this very venue in the league. It was a 3-1 win for Carlisle back in December 2017, of course, around about, 5-6 years ago. Meanwhile, Stanley on the back of that 2-0 loss to Salford. Morecambe also beating Carlisle last round. It's been 1, 2, 3 games now without a goal for Carlisle, so concerning stuff for them in front of goal. 23-20 is the odds for the Carlisle victory. 2-1 is your Stanley. 5-2 is the away win. Got to back. I am backing Carlisle here for the win, which I don't know if I'm actually going to stand by that, but I'm going to have to. It's there in black and white, so we'll stick with Carlisle with a victory. Bradford City up against Chesterfield. Two sides who've got playoff dreams right now. I think Chesterfield have actually got more than that. I think they've got automatic spots in their focus. Bradford under Graham Alexandra. They are 10th for the table, 31 points for the campaign, just 1 defeat in the last 6. Because Chesterfield, 67% form for them also, just 1 defeat in the last 5. 6th in the table, 34 points for the campaign. Now, they played each other 26 times, these two clubs. 13 wins for Bradford, 7 wins for Chesterfield. There's been 6 draws between the two sides. Now, the last time they played competitively was at Vale Parade. It was a 2-win for Bradford back in November 2017. That was an FA Cup. Bradford coming out on top. The last time they played in the league, though, at this very venue, Vale Parade, it was a 2-0 win for Bradford back in January 2017 when they were both in League One. Of course, the host, the Bantams, are on the back of that 2-1 win over Port Vale. Chesterfield losing to new manager Bounce Fleetwood. That's right. The odds right here, right now, we've got Bradford 6-5 for the victory, 90-10 is your Chesterfield, 12-5 is the draw. This could be a draw, but I think I'm actually leaning towards Chesterfield with a W here. 2-1 win on the road to keep themselves in the mixer for that top 3 spots. Cheltenham against Notts County, coming at you over at Cheltenham. That's right. Michael Flynn's boys are unbeaten in the last 6 matches. They've won 3 of the last 4. 14th for the table, 30 points for the campaign. Up against Notts County, Stuart Maynard, who are in those playoff spots right now. They sit 7th with back-to-back wins. Now, they played each other 13 times since 2003. 4 wins Cheltenham, 6 wins Notts County. 3 draws between the two sides. However, it's actually been back-to-back wins for Cheltenham against Notts County when the last time that these two sides were in the same division back in 2018-2019 campaign. And the last time they played at Cheltenham, it was a 4-1 win. Goodness gracious me. Cheltenham are on the back of a 2-1 win over Crewe. It's actually been at least 3 wins on the spin for Cheltenham at this very venue. Notts County on the road, though, picked up a cheeky 2-0 win against MK Dons most recently. The odds right here, right now, 90-10 is your Cheltenham, 23-10 is the draw, 6-5 is your away win. We are going 2-0 to the Cheltenham on this. Of course, to close in on those playoff spots themselves, Notts County could tumble out of it in the process. Meanwhile, Colchester United, who have found a bit of form right now, they're going to take on Doncaster Rovers, who are pretty much out of form. Played each other 16 times since 2004. 4 wins Colchester, 9 wins Doncaster. 3 draws between the two sides. Colchester are still in 15th spot, 26 points for the campaign. Danny Cowley's got them working a treat, unbeaten at least the last 6 games, winning 3 of the last 6 themselves. As for Doncaster under Grant McCann, just 1 win in 5. They are sit 3rd right now in the automatics with 36 points. The last time they played over at this very venue was a 4-1 win for Doncaster back in April 2024. Doncaster won 3 on the spin against Colchester and have scored 8 goals in those last 3 games combined. The hosts, though, Colchester on the back of a 2-0 win over Gillingham, and they've gone 1, 2, 3 for at least, we're looking at 6 clean sheets on the spin. Airtight at the back. They've proven to be very, very difficult to beat, and I think they are a team to watch to make into a late burst for those playoffs. And it could be one to fear as well. Meanwhile, Doncaster, they're on the back of that 2-0 loss to Walsall most recently on Boxing Day. The odds, Colchester 13-8 for the victory, 27-20 is your Doncaster, 12-5 is the draw. We are going Colchester to win this one. They've gone 2-1 win, but it could easily be 2-0 win with another airtight defence. Meanwhile, Fleetwood Town under new management up against Harrogate. Of course, Simon Weavers, that's right. So it's Pete Wild in charge right now with Fleetwood, 16th for the table, 33 points for the 33% form, 26 points for the campaign, just 1 win in the last 6. Up against Harrogate, 20th in the table, 21st, 24 points, 17% form, 5 defeats on the spin. Now, they played each other 4 times since 2008. 2 wins Fleetwood, 1 win Harrogate, 1 draw between the two sides. Now, the last time they played at Fleetwood, it was a 2-2 draw back in November 2009. That was in the National League North. Fleetwood, though, on the back of that 2-0 important win over Chesterfield. Harrogate losing to Grimsby most recently. The odds here, though, we've got Fleetwood 2-1 on for the victory, 5-1 is your Harrogate, and 29-10 is the draw. I think we have the tools, the resources to win this game, and also could maybe even make a push for those playoff spots with Pete Wild at helm. 1-0 winners, Fleetwood to take it. Meanwhile, Grimsby Town could be in the automatics here with a win over Port Vale. Coming over at Grimsby, Blundell Park. David Artell's boys 8 for the table, 34 points for the campaign. They won 3 and lost 3 over the last 6. Up against Port Vale under Darren Moore, just 1 win in the last 6. They are second, though, 37 points for the campaign. Played each other 26 times since 1994. 12 wins Grimsby, 8 wins Port Vale. There's been 6 draws between the two sides. The last time played at this very venue was a 1-0 win for Grimsby. Grimsby have actually won 4 of the last 5 competitive matches, and they won at least 3 on the spin against Port Vale at this very venue. Grimsby on the back of that 2-1 win over Harrogate. Port Vale losing to Bradford most recently, with the last victory being that of Doncaster in the Football League trophy. They haven't won in the league in a long, long time. The odds for this one, 90-10 is your Grimsby, 23-20 is your Port Vale, 12-5 is the draw. I'm actually leaning towards a Grimsby loss here. Port Vale bouncing back, showing their true quality, of course, heading into 2025. Meanwhile, MK Dons up against Crewe. This one's a bit spicy, isn't it? It's coming at you over at the stadium at MK. The Dons, or the fake Dons, under Scott Lindsay, 33% form for them right now. 3 defeats on the spin, 11th in the table, 30 points for the campaign. Up against Crewe under Lee Bell. Just 1 win in the last 6. They are 4th in the table, 35 points for the campaign. Played each other 23 times since 2000. Of course, they did play in the playoffs final. Or did they? No, it was the playoff semi-final, perhaps? I can't remember. Anyway, 23 times they've played since 2000. 11 wins for MK, 8 wins for Crewe, 4 draws between the two sides. No, they didn't. They did not play in the playoffs. What am I talking about? The last time they played, though, at Stadium MK was a 3-1 win for Milton Keynes back in March 2024. However, MK Dons losing to Notts County most recently. Crewe losing to Cheltenham, of course. The odds right here, right now, both sides needing a win. Even Stevens is your MK Dons. Crewe is 23-10. The draw is at 5-2. I think I'm leaning towards the hosts here because Crewe are a bit wobbly at the moment and they need a result and fast to shake it off. Meanwhile, Salford City, one of the form teams, if not the form team in the division, up against Morecambe under Derek Adams, that's right, who are 23rd in the table, 17 points for the campaign. Just 1 win in the last 6 for Morecambe. Up against Salford, though, 9th in the table, 33 points for the campaign, 5 wins at the last 6, 83% form, and they're coming at you, having played Morecambe 6 times since 2019 with 3 wins. Morecambe with 2, there's been 1 draw between the two sides. The last time they played at Salford, 3-1 winner was for Salford back in March 2024. Salford have won 3 on the spin against Morecambe at this very venue. They're also coming into on the back of that 3-0 win over Barrow to make it 3 clean sheets on the spin, scoring 8 goals in the last 3 games combined. Morecambe, though, on that an important 1-0 win over Carlisle, fellow strugglers down there. The odds right here, right now, we're looking at Salford 10-7 on for the victory, 27-10 the draw, 16-5 is your away win. Salford winning this one with a clean sheet again, 2-0 winners. Salford taking the points. Tranmere, they're up against Barrow. That's right. Tranmere and Barrow on a downward slump, you would think, both on 25% form coming at you. That equates to just 1 win in the last 6. Of course, 19th place Tranmere, 21 points for the campaign. Up against Barrow, 17th in the table, 26 points for the campaign. Now they play each other 16 times since 2015. 8 wins Tranmere, 5 wins Barrow, 3 draws between the two sides. Now the last time they played at Tranmere, it was a 2-1 win for Barrow back in August 2023. Of course, that was in the match number 1 last season. Tranmere, though, on the back of that 3-1 loss to Doncaster. Barrow losing to Salford, of course. Okay on the home turf, Barrow, but on the road, very, very shitty, according to my recent run of form here. The odds here, 6-4 is your Tranmere, 31-20 is your Barrow, 12-5 is the draw. Could be a draw. Could be very much a draw here, but it could also be a home win. Going with a home win, 1-0 win, Tranmere at Brenton Park to take the victory. Then we go to high-flying Walsall up against Newport County, of course. Walsall at the Bascot under Matt Sadler, 6 wins on the mounts in all competitions, all venues, top of the table, 46 points for the campaign. Up against Newport under Nelson Jardem, 18th for the table, 26 points for the campaign, just 1 win in the last 6. They are the draw kings, picking up 4 draws in the last 6. Now, they played each other 11 times since 2017, 1 win for Walsall, 4 wins. Newport County, 6 draws between the two sides. Now, the last time they played over at Walsall, it was a 3-0 win for Newport County back in February 2024. In fact, the home side has not won this game in the last 5 matches. In fact, Walsall has never beaten Newport County at the Bascot. That's stretching all the way back to 2017. However, the Saddlers are on, of course, this unbeaten run of at least 6 games. And in the league, they've won 1, 2, 3, 4 on the spin, 4 clean sheets as well. Up against Newport County with that 5-2 loss, still ringing in their ears. The odds here, 4-1 on is your Walsall, 7-2 is your Newport County, 4-1 is the draw as well. Going 3-1 winners, Walsall taking it with the 3 points. And then finally, we go to Monday, December the 30th. That's right, it's the Wimbledon up against Gillingham coming at you at Plough Lane, a.k.a. Cherry Records Stadium, that's right. Wimbledon under Johnny Jackson right now. They are 5th at the table, 34 points for the campaign. They've won 2, lost 2, and drawn 2. Coming at you up against Gillingham under Mark Bonner, 13th for the table, 30 points for the campaign. Just 1 defeat in the last 4. Played each other 21 times since 2011. 9 wins Wimbledon, 6 wins Gillingham, 6 draws between the two sides. The last time they played over at this very venue was a 2-0 win for Wimbledon back in March 2024. Wimbledon on the back of that 1-1 draw against Swindon. Gillingham did lose to Colchester most recently, who are, of course, one of the 4 teams in the division. 11-8 on your Wimbledon, 16-5 is your Gillingham, 13-5 is the draw. That's right. We are going with a, 2-1 winners. Wimbledon taking it. Gillingham aren't that good, especially on the road. So that's my picks here for the last games in 2024, who, of course, will be in the mix for promotion and playoffs when we come back in 2025. We'll take a look at that, of course, in a minute, when I say in a couple of days. Until then, subscribe, get, of course, your picks in using the link for the prediction league, and we'll be back very, very soon, guys. Until then, subscribe, smash the like. Catch you later. Until then, we're done.